Well, it's been a while, hasn't it? 2 weeks since I've last done a Clyde Football Manager. I'm very sorry about how it's taken so long, and I actually need to sit up. So you're going to hear a squeaky chair. Oh, that is annoying. But welcome back to the Clyde Football Manager. It's been a while, and no progress is being made whatsoever. I think it's almost time to get out of Clyde. Not going to lie, when I say that, let's have a look since I last left you, which was around about this Dundee United match. I might have played this match on camera. Draw. We can only draw. We can't do anything else. We can only draw games. This game, we took the lead 3 times and we threw it away 3 times. This game, we managed to pull a goal back, which was quite good. This game was just boring as fuck. So, I mean, we're not doing too well in this episode. We're going to finish off the year. We're going to finish off 2016, and we may look for another job. We may look down and look for another job. I mean, things don't look delightful. I mean, I don't really want to go to Tranmere Rovers or Barnet, but if the offer's on the table for someone, we may look. There's Rangers there. I would never do that in a million years, don't worry. Dundee, who are sitting third, let's apply for that, although we won't get it. We might look for a way out today if things don't go well. To ensure things do go well, I have changed everything. What is this? What is it? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm going to try it today. It's just, I was playing about and that's what's been done. That is our new tactic for going into the Forfar game. Forfar are sitting 4th. They're having a better season than us. And to be honest, who isn't having a better season than us? We drew with fucking Edinburgh City. Edinburgh City, I don't think we've actually managed to beat this season. No, we've not. They're one of the worst teams in the league and we can't beat them. We've had 4 wins. We really need some wins on the clock. No one is scoring goals. Both our strikers are on goal droughts. It's not good. We've got so many right backs. I just don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. So today, there's a lot of things that we need to hope to fix. So we're going to try this tactic for the first time against Forfar when we get to that game. And hopefully it goes well. If it doesn't, I think it might be the end of Clyde. Not gonna lie. This job centre, I want to keep my eye on. Job security, I mean, do we have to stoop as low down as the Portuguese second league or Pisa? I don't know. I guess we'll find out by the end. It's also worth pointing out today that our 3 best players are injured. Our keeper's injured. Adam Whelan's nearly back from injury, which is quite good. And there's not even a point in talking about him. We signed him and he's dead. I mean, he's still out for 7 months after damaging ligaments. So things aren't looking up exactly. But, I mean, can they get better starting now? We go into this game now. It's going to be two very quick-fire games, as you can see by the calendar here. I want it to be a quick-fire episode. Not done it in a while. Need to get one out. So why not do it now? So this is the team we're playing. We've got McMillan, a young man in goals, 18 years of age. He's not good. He's got 6 reflexes. Get John Gibson in goals. We've got Gibson in goals, a back 3 of Perry, McNiff, Smith, McLaughlin just playing in front of them, Ferguson, Flynn and Linton in the middle, Higgins, Gormley and Danish Ronnie Dyer up top. We should be ready to go. That should be it. Let's just hope to God it's not another draw. I don't know why they give that team talk. Now, the question is, why is the option there to say keep our good run going? Our good run is just draws. We're sitting 7th in the table. It's not going well. We need things to improve today. We are playing in the light blue, not to confuse us with the dark blue. If you're colourblind, I'm sorry, because they're 2 very similar colours. But I don't have good feelings about it. This is the first game I've used this tactic. It's probably not going to go well as we go down 1-0 in 9 minutes. Not great. It wasn't a nice goal either to concede, was it? It was a very shit goal. It was a very, very shit goal. And whenever I record, the highlights take an absolute age to load in. It makes things very awkward for me to fill the gap of silence, but as you can see here, and it's poor defending that has cost us this season. You know, there's so many games we could have won, and we lose them because we just can't defend. I'm going to give this tactic to half time and see how it goes. Things are telling me it's not going to be good. As it's looking, I mean, if you look at the stats. Let's hope for a chance. Here's the ball's launched up the park by the keeper. Can we win that in the middle? We can. McLaughlin sends it off to Higgins. Higgins, come on, right, do not lose the ball, please. We've lost the ball. The one request that I had was not to lose the... Oh, okay. Smack it right off the face of one of our players as they pressure themselves to get the ball away, although they've still got it. This is going to go to 2-0 right here within 12 minutes. It's not a good start. It's about to be 2. It is 2 without full backs. We're fucked, aren't we? I think we should just just stick this on. We'll change something because this isn't good. Give me a moment. Rest as the changes we're making. He's over on the left. Brought on a right back. Let's just sit back and watch this shit show go on, I suppose. I think I might even just resign from Clyde at the end of this episode. I'm not going to lie when I say that. It's nasty, isn't it? It's nasty. Clyde has not been a pretty place to be. Especially when you're drawing 99.9% of your matches. Nothing's going to happen going on to half-time, just the way I like it, just the way Clyde likes it, I suppose. I think the fans have probably grown to this style of football. There's just nothing happening, no excitement. As they have the chance to make it 3-0 going into the break, if that happens, can I just resign at half-time? I mean, that would be lovely. Ball over, Bane 3-0. Game over, 4-4. Have absolutely tore us apart. Clyde is not where I want to be anymore. I've decided that chapter 1 of the journey is over. It's depressing. It really is depressing. I want to go somewhere where I can at least try and challenge for a win instead of just drawing. And the financial issues don't allow me to sign anyone else. And we're just not progressing. There's no changes that I can make in January that can actually make things positive. There's not, with the money, I can't do anything. So I don't want to be here. Our best players just keep getting injured. They've scored their own goal. That's lovely. They gave us a goal. Oh, thank you, Forfer. That's not for kind of you. Thank you. I don't care. But I mean, with the financial issues, there's no one we can bring in to start scoring goals for us. I mean, we're relying on an own goal in this game, for crying out loud. And this is really the worst I've ever done to save an FM, honestly. I'm not liking Clyde at all. I want to get out. I want to get out now. As they got 4-1. I think this is the end of chapter 1 of the journey. I'll move on very quickly. God knows who we'll go to. I'll try and get a job by the end of the episode, but the game's a bogey. We're not staying at Clyde any longer because it looks so that's a red card as well. This is the problem. He's one of our best players, right? McNeil is class. Right, well, he's not class. I mean, we've been shit and he's playing in League 2 in Scotland. But for our team, McNeil is one of the top players and our top players just keep getting injured and suspended. It's just not working. I enjoyed Clyde. Or did I? I just said a minute ago I've not enjoyed it at all. Make up my fucking mind, Ryan. That is disgraceful. We have just conceded an absolute honker of a goal. We are losing 5-1. Right, look at the commentators down the bottom of the screen have just said our fine run of form is coming to an end. What fucking team have they been watching? Because we've got no strikers that can score. We've got people who can't defend. The only decent defenders, Perry and McNeil. It's a shit show. It's a shit show that has been waiting to explode, and this is the point now where it does explode. Just end the game so I can end my career here. They just keep piling on the highlights. For fuck's sake, just end it so I can leave Clyde. Jesus Christ. It's 6-1. Fucking hell. I mean, the 10 men has really had a big part to play in this. And probably the fact I refused to change tactic. But there's only 12 seconds of my Clyde career left. To all of you who don't want me to leave Clyde, I'm sorry, but I mean, the whole point of this save is to see where the journey of a managerial career goes. And the first journey, the first step, the first chapter is over. I'm not even going to see out the match against Thingamajobby. We're going to resign. It's been done. We've resigned. Well, where does this leave us now? Let's go and have a look at the job centre. I guess we'll apply for all the jobs at this point, and we'll see what teams actually want to take us on, and I'll update you if we get any sort of job offer in the next few days. Let's have a look at our job applications. Right, received. Leaks unsuccessful at Cologne. A few teams. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of teams who do not want anything to do with me. Inverness would be nice, but I'm not going to go from League 2 to the Premiership in Scotland, especially after an unsuccessful term in League 2 in Scotland. We might even head over to Ireland or something, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, we've been offered a job interview already. Oh, this is lovely. Macclesfield, is it Macclesfield? It is Macclesfield. We're going to attend this interview in high hopes. And that's the first job interview out the way. I'll update you in a moment of what's happening. and such. Well, that was very quick. We've been offered our first job. The interview just went down. The only other interview I got to do there was with Dungannon Swifts, who are in the Northern Irish Premier League. To be honest, I'd rather take the move down to the Vanarama National League. Well, Macclesfield are sitting 18th at the current minute. Now, they got relegated back in 2012 from League 2, so can we make it a little mission of ours to take them back up? Should we take the Macclesfield job? Offering £700 a week, wage budget's looking fairly good, not a lot of philosophies and such, they only want us to finish mid-table. In the first season that would be nice, because it's not too much to do, and I quite enjoy the Vanarama League, because I remember I done a Gateshead save, and twice I got to the playoff final and got beaten. I know I didn't do very well, did I? With Gateshead, and I enjoyed that, so do you know what? We're going to take it. We've moved on. We've taken our first step outside of Scotland, which I'd love to come back to in the future, but that is us in Macclesfield Town. We have taken our second job in management. That's the first move of the journey. Which, let me know how you feel about. I mean, I'm not too bothered about it. We'll have a look at the team and such, and in the next episode we'll get right into things. We'll look at our form and such. We'll meet the assistant manager. I will return to Scotland. Let's just make that perfectly clear right now. As a fan of Scottish football, obviously, and being Scottish, I want to try and keep most of my career in Scottish football if possible. The ultimate aim of this is to probably manage Celtic at one point, so that is what we're working towards, but I will return to Scotland at one point. But for now, the move we have to make to continue on as quickly as possible is down here to this team, which, by the looks of things, we have quite a lot of good players. We have a lot of potential for this league, although a lot of these players are on loan, so we'll need to sort that out, but we'll see out the season. If we're looking at the current form, we're not doing too well, but we're still in the FA Trophy where we're playing Lincoln, who are obviously on that FA Cup run in real life right now. Can we knock Lincoln out and maybe go for the FA Trophy? We were knocked out of the FA Cup in the first round by Plymouth. And looking at the league table, sitting on 27 points, we're definitely not going to get to 5th place. I mean, sometimes you take a League 1 job and you're sitting down here with 40 and they're only in 50, and you're like, that's possible, but being 21 points behind this season, the aim is to keep us in that mid-table position, and we'll see where we can go from there. So in the next episode, we'll get right into things. Our first game is going to be against Eastleigh away from home. Then we've got Lincoln, and our first home games against Guiseley. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see where this goes. Very interesting. That's our first move. And we'll see how it goes. So if you enjoyed this episode of The Journey, let me know what you think about the move, and if I should have done it or if I should have stayed at Clyde. But hopefully this is where things turn around. So thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.